Yo, yo, yo. What's the deal? Back at it like a crack addict. You already know we finna be hopping on, so let's get straight to it, man. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I'm finna go ahead and beat this mother today. What y'all think? YOLO. Let's go. Hold on. Let's see where we at with it. Okay. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I got past that last part, but this part was kicking my ass. I ain't even gonna front. So if y'all think I'ma win, drop a comment below if y'all think I'm about to get my ass kicked. Then don't comment at all. Hold on. Ryan, what's the goddamn deal? Y'all finna see me fight this big old bird. I ain't gonna lie, this bird is humongous, like gigantic, like big as hell big. Let's see. Spoiler alert. If y'all ain't got this far in the game, turn this off right now. Hold on. Let's go. Oh, oh snap. Okay. Well, right now we on Xbox. For sure, for sure. I play everything. Switch. Anything can, if it's dope, I play it. Boom. Come on, man. Quit playing with me, dude. Boom. Hold on, let's see. Oh snap. Oh snap. I gotta pause it. I gotta pause. I gotta take a break. I already know he's finna. That dude was finna wow. Alright, bet. Let's go. You play Fortnite. I ain't played Fortnite in a while. What y'all want me to do? Oh, wait. Yep. First attempt, epic fail. Let's respawn real quick. My first attempt was a fail. And let's take a break. Go to Instagram. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, 11.pierre. Again, we do have some new music interviews dropping shortly. But right now, I'm just on the game. The new one. I'm actually thinking about buying that for Black Friday. Do you recommend Modern Warfare? What do you think, Ryan? Is that a game that you think is good? What do you think? Because it's on sale for $38, but I'm just not sure if I should get it yet. Boom. Alright, so we back at it right now. Let's fight the bird. Bird should pop up. There you go. Well, let me take a sensu beam. Let's see. This bird is, I ain't gonna lie, this hard to beat. How do y'all think I should beat this dang bird? Okay, that's two. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it, Ryan. I'm gonna buy it. Make sure you put your gamer tag on there, so I'm gonna have to add you. Then when I get it, we can get on that mud and run some team battles. I'm gonna get it on Friday though, 'cause it's actually gonna go on sale. So I'm gonna grab it Friday, and then I'll be ready to roll. So this is the third time me fighting this gigantic bird. Let me know if y'all got some tips because I'm confused as to how to beat it. 'Cause I'm really confused as to how to beat this bird. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's try it again. You know what? We're gonna go with the small lightsaber this time. Because we keep going double bladed. Double bladed is too much work. Alright, there he goes. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bro. Okay, let's see. How can we beat this dang bird? Okay, so maybe you beat him some kind of way doing that. Let's see. Now this bird is big, so really the bird is slow. So I think I'm supposed to run around and then just oof. Okay, fourth time. So obviously that method don't work it either. All right, let's try it again. Dang, that's crazy, man. I haven't had fun playing Call of Duty in like some years. Honestly, since the first Modern Warfare, that was the first time I really had fun playing it. But yeah, I've been seeing pretty good reviews, so it's definitely something I'm gonna have to check out. So I'm gonna hop on it. Did you already prestige or did they take that away? Is that still in there? All right, let's see. Let's try to meditate first, cause I'm thinking maybe it's like a skill or something that I'm supposed to use, cause like this ain't working, and I ain't got no skill points clearly. So this is my whole skill tree. This is pretty much everything I've unlocked so far. All right, let's try it again. I play it on PS4. Perfect, man. You know they got crossplay. My brother has a PS4. One of my good friends has a PS4, so that's what's up. I'm excited. Yeah, that crossplay, I imagine that's pretty dope. It's about time they did that. Boom. Okay, so when you hit him in the head, he loses the most. So clearly I gotta smack this dude in the head. Alright, yeah, when I smack him in the head, he loses the most. So I'm seeing that. Bro, he killed me that fast. Okay. Yeah, this is the fourth time. Clearly I gotta smack him in the head, though. Alright, let's try this again. Play with my brothers. Oh, yeah, that's dope, man. It's dope that you can play with all the systems. I mean, from the computer to the Xbox. I think that's long overdue. And I would be glad when more games do it. I think Fortnite does that if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what's the dang deal. Alright, we're gonna try it again. Let's try with the double-bladed light sword, but let's try to only hit the dude on the head. I want to see. Make sure y'all share this video, like and comment. Share it with your friends. Let's try to get it popping in here. All right, I'm gonna hit him in the head. Let's see if that makes a difference. Mm. Bro, this thing is too goddamn powerful. So that's the only thing. It's like I'm trying to figure out how do I fight this thing. Okay, wait. Maybe I'm supposed to climb up on his arm and smack him. Nope, that didn't work. What do y'all think I'm supposed to do? Because I'm confused. Well, I'm about to die. Oop. You know what? I'm just run around.
Right here, BD.
Okay, that didn't work. That did not work. Yo, I thought I was gonna be whooping this dude's butt, but apparently no. Apparently no. Well, let's try it again. You can play with Xbox, PC, 2v2, very cool. Man, I can imagine. I know the PC dudes are probably on there having a blast, man. I know they got the advantage. A lot of people turn up the sensitivity on their controllers and use it so they can spin around faster. Bro, how do y'all think I'm supposed to beat this thing? Let's see. So clearly when he do that, I'm dead. It's like the fifth time. Like, how many times y'all think it's gonna take? What do y'all think? Cause right now he's working me out. I'm not gonna lie. Right now he's definitely working me out. All right, let's see. What are we gonna do today? I'm trying not to get worked out, but this dude is kicking my butt. Boom, boom. You said he BA to my. Wait, say what's that again? Let's see. Let her retype that again. I'm trying to read it and beat this thing. Let me try to get like real close to it. So clearly my force powers kind of work. My force powers work a little bit. I'm trying to think. Like every time this dude does that, he keep getting me every single time. Like I gotta be tripping. I must be tripping, cause ain't no way. Trying to think. If y'all got any suggestions as far as how I could beat this damn bird, let me know. Let me know. My bad, y'all. I think I got away. I'm finna get it. 3 week. Oh shoot, bro. That's live. Yo, this really ain't making no sense, man. Oh, I think I done figured out how to beat the weak bird. What y'all think, live stream? Oh, oh, hold on. Let's go. Oh yeah, about to cut the limb off, man. I don't think the bird was ready for this type of action. Ooh. Yes, sir. You was whooping me at first, bird, but I'm back now.
Hey, BD. Stim BD.
We almost got it, man. We almost got it. Next one, we finna kill him.
BD! Help, please! You need a stim, BD.
Sorry, y'all. I thought we was gonna get him that time.
out, BD. Help me, BD. Little help, BD.
Man, this bird is killing me. All right, let's see. Now I can finally figure it out. Let's see. I hate when he keep flying around, bro. I hate when he do the little doggy walk thing. Come on, man. Bro, let me make it. God dog, bird. I'm tired of fighting you. Help me, BD. Let's go. Come on. Oh, yup. Let's see what we're supposed to do. 1, 2, power up. Oh, let's see. We're gonna run, we're gonna run. Alright, y'all think we gonna get him this time? Let's go. We getting there. Hold on. You finna try to smack me. 1, 2. Oh, nice start. Let's go. Come on, let's see what we gotta do. We almost there. Are you finna smack the ground? It's crazy because he haven't. The force pull stuff haven't worked not one time. Nope, don't shoot me. You finna do it again. Blow. Oh, now you finna smack the ground.
Thorsten.
It's crazy 'cause I already knew he was about to smack the ground. I still didn't get it. Oh, snap. Come on, let's go. We almost there. Come on now. Y'all think we finna get him? Bro, come on. Don't hurt me, man. Smack. Don't hurt me, man. Smack. Told y'all, I'm dead. Yeah, well, this is the last time we're gonna try this, and we're gonna come back later. We can't get it this time, we're gonna come back later. We can't get it this time, we're gonna come back later and play it. Because this is crazy. Like, I can't beat this dude, man. I'm gonna have to go back and change the difficulty. Alright, so now we finna give it one last shot. I was a little distracted. Let's see. Boom. 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 Alright, come on, we finna go ahead and kill the bird. Let's go. Should be landing right here. Remember, block. Okay, so I smacked him. Look, hit him. Okay, cool. Let's see if we smack him. I don't know how he even hit me because I blocked it. Look, ready? 1, 2. One, two. Now you're stuck. Let's see, 1. Now you finna smack down. Alright, let's try something else. Here we go. Okay, so maybe it only happens if I cut both of the freaking tonsil things. Alright, let's see. This one's easy to deflect. Finna hit us with another one. Alright, wait for the smack. Let's see.
Now, BD.
Smack.
Right here, BD. BD, here.
Ready? Here we go. 1. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Power 1. see. Ooh. All right, now he's finna strike down. All right, let's see, cause we low on health. We gotta kill this freaking thing. Boom. Smack. Let's see if we can go ahead and get him this time. All right, he should smack. Ready? Smack. Smack. Oh. Come on, he should be striking out. One. All right, let's get the other one down. All right, finna jump and fly. Bro. All right, we literally got... Y'all, what y'all think we should do? Should we come back later? Or should we just go ahead and try to kill this dude one last time? Because this is getting out of hand. Like, I'm really lost. Okay, so let me just take a breather. Let's see, what should we do? My bad, y'all. I'm taking a break, typing something in on the computer. Alright, you know what? So let's just come back later. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break. I'll come back later and we try to start over, alright? So thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get it later. See y'all later.